in addition to smaller offerings as our research allows. This includes books, recordings, films, and any other transmedia offerings. A second related question is this: does Sample 17 contain enough compelling data to sustain our current commitment to it, or should we make a request to Abstergo Industries for additional archive data? Remember, that data from Sample 1 proved fruitful enough to create our Liberation product. It is very likely that research into Samples 2 through 16 would bear surprising fruits as well. Thoughts? Oh, God. There's so much. There's so much. Alright, let's see here. Thanks for opening the discussion, Olivier. Just a brief heads up with where we stand now. I've been the Sample 17 project director for just over a year now, and my team and I have been able to cobble together a rough list of the most interesting time periods available to us through this single genetic sample. Remember, this is data that has already been fully or partially sequenced by Abstergo Industries. I'll try to be brief. Patrilineal line, 15th century Italian Renaissance, 16th century Ottoman Empire, 18th century American colonies, war for independence, 19th century New England and American Midwest, which we haven't gotten yet. I would like that. American Midwest. Matrilineal lines. Holy Lands, Egypt, Northern Africa, Ashikaga Shogunate in Japan, which I think is, I don't know when that is. I know 14th century, but I don't know if we're actually covering that. French Revolution, Napoleonic Wars, Taiwan, Summer of Love, American Pacific Coast. Okay, that's interesting. So French for a couple years, and Japanese, and Egypt, and North. Yeah, there's a lot. Taiwan. Obviously, this is a small sample of the potential options. The number of ancestors any one person has is well above 30,000 after just 15 generations. So there could be many more surprises waiting for us within Sample 17. However, despite Sample 17's rich heritage, we should not limit ourselves to this alone if we have concrete leads elsewhere. For instance, quite a few men from all sides of my family fought in both world wars. And I even have a great-great-grandfather who fought in the American Civil War. Managed to meet President Lincoln a few times too. Going this route is a little more costly and time-consuming, since the data has not already been sequenced, but it could be rewarding in the long run. In short, if anyone has any confirmed connections to interesting historical events, periods, or cities, or knows of people who do, please share. I will also be reviewing the past 3 decades of samples collected and sequenced by Abstergo Industries. I recently learned that one of their samples, number 2 I believe, participated in the trial of Jeanne d'Arc. There's a nice lead right there. Mel. Yes. Pictures. Egypt. That's from Assassin's Creed 2, I think. All good points, Mel. Oops. Word of caution, though. Sample 2 comes from the late Dr. Warren Vidic himself, collected at some point in the early 80s, when he was a young engineer working at Abstergo Industries. So as tempting as a Jeanne d'Arc experience sounds, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I feel like I should be. I'm not sure Abstergo Industries should be too keen on letting us rummage around Dr. Vidic's DNA. It's just a sensitive topic. For my own part, I'm related to Francois Xavier Garneau, whoever that is, noted Quebecois historian and poet. Exciting, right? Possible lead? No. One additional caveat. Let's avoid digging into any modern periods, i.e. 20th century, unless we find something incredibly compelling. Because as fun as a World War II setting might sound, we'd do well to avoid any settings with vehicles, cars, motorcycles, helicopters, tanks, etc. Why, you may ask? Because our research has shown that memory imprinting in individuals is actually hampered by the semi-catatonic state most people enter when driving for medium and long periods of time. This makes data retrieval somewhat more difficult. In short, we don't want to go through the effort of coding extra animus features just for the sake of digging up memories of people driving around in cars. There are other and more efficient ways to experience that. OG. Quebec City is beautiful, but without pirates, ninjas, or zombies. I'm not sure how well a story about a historian would sell. Also, keep in mind, samples 4 and 16 might be off limits too. While doing my own research last month, I caught wind of some exciting characters buried in these gene samples, but as soon as I started digging, I was told by people far, far above me to stop. Very odd, but not surprising, I suppose. AE has a lot of active military contracts. That's Absurgo, I believe. And I assumed these had something to do with that. I didn't push back. As far as my own, if anyone is interested, my great-grandfather was friends with Hemingway and Stein and Sadie and Picasso, I don't know the third one, and Picasso when he lived in Paris in the 1920s. No action-packed adventures there, but historically interesting, just throwing it out there. P.S. Chris, is our lunch meeting on-site or off? Yes, as much as I love the Lost Generation, I think our first few virtual experiences will need to be a little bit more action-oriented. So wars and major combat operations are always a good starting point. Or any periods of intense conflict, really. As for pirates, ninjas, and zombies, we could easily accommodate the first two, but zombies are a bit, how do you say, ahistorical. Too bad, really. Jesus. My great-grandmother, for instance, worked alongside Eamon de Valera and Michael Collins for many years during the Irish War for Independence. The IRA, you say. So it wouldn't be difficult to sequence that small segment of my own genetic memories for our purposes. Olivier, actually, there is a factual basis for zombies. Or zombification anyway. Read Hurston's book on Haiti and the strange voodoo practice there. It may not be Hollywood-style zombie magic, but it's creepy nonetheless. In Liberation, Aveline came into contact with voodoo Hungan. I don't know, I didn't play Liberation. If we dug further into that, I wonder what we could find. Her mentor, Agate, was into some weird stuff. Offsite, KL, offsite. There's a new vegetarian place I want to try. I'll bring the spec sheets. They're already printed. Sorry to be a dissenter, but couldn't we be using this technology to educate, not placate? I mean, theoretically, we have all of human history to explore, all of our achievements and brightest moments. So it's a little disheartening to hear that we need to focus on wars and conflicts and violence. It's not that I'm against violence per se, it's just that violence isn't terribly interesting in bulk. That's all. There's so much more nuance to life, and I think we can explore that. Shut up, comma. So what if we found the memories of someone who worked with Albert Einstein in his patent office, or Charles Darwin on the Beagle, or Marie Curie? Yeah, Marie Curie in France. I think I pronounced that right. It's been so long. Moments where humans showed their very best potential. Okay, come on. Until oily, humorless university professors start paying us 8-figure fees to research the reification of normative gender signifiers in pre-colonial India, excuse me, that is funded by Congress. Why don't we stick to shit that sells? I'm talking Jack the Ripper in Victorian London. I'm talking about guillotines. Robespierre and Napoleon Bonaparte in the French. I think I got that first name wrong. I'm talking about Billy the Kid and Wyatt Earp in the Wild American West. I'm talking about Genghis Khan and the Mongols killing a city of millions in the span of a long summer weekend. Action, blood, adventure, conflict. Because we're not going to earn back a tenth of the money we have poured into this. Reliving the memories of a guy who sat next to Einstein as he bit his nails while working out the finer details of general relativity in his head. For fuck's sake, man, this is business, not group therapy session. Evan, let's take this offline. OG. Okay. Thank God.
You bastard. A pirate through and through, ain't you? Now, get down to the lobby. There's a courier waiting. Yeah, that's right. I've been planning this for a few hours. Oh, wait. The receptionist. Hold on. I'll try something.
I was supposed to talk to them in this office. I don't know why I can't be doing that.
As gullible as ever. Now, hurry down to the lobby before I remotely detonate your earpiece. Don't even think about ratting me out. My tracks are covered. Yours ain't.
Yeah. I know. Be nice if they were.
Did you like the allongé? I practiced.
I think you pulled it a little too long.
Oh, come on. It's not encrypted code, for God's sakes. It's just a bloody coffee. Oh, hooray! It's our old friend.
Hey there, I just got a call about picking up another transfer.
Oh? You said you were here to see me.
Yes, that is one of the perks. Let's see it. A conference in Chicago, very nice. Thanks for this. We'll be in touch.
Ciao, Rebecca. Text me.
Stuff it, Hastings.
You didn't get hacked, did you?
But now I have level 2.
Well done, friend. Very well done. Apologies for my temper tantrum there. You are with the good guys, I promise. We'll keep you safe. Trust me. Go on back to work. We'll be in touch.
Okay. I don't think that's true, but okay. One of 315, you say? Oof. All right, so we need 315, you say? Did it? I'm the best. We get to look at a guy's butt. Okay, that one's been done. Let me do that real quick. Can't get in there. There's plenty of stuff to do back here if I can get into it, right?
Security clearance from 17 different countries. Abstergo actually.
Or it's just going upstairs. I don't know. That's level 3. I can't do that. No, I can't get back there. Nope. Alright, back upstairs. I was supposed to meet with Olivier, and I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Ooh. Big ol' yawn. Alright. I've broken in. Alright. I'm the best. Pictures. Oh. Just Desmond things and a cat. Alright. I like the globe hacking game. Come down here. Oh, shit. I was paying attention to the next one. Up. Cross. Cross. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. And we're in.
Okay, this is on.
Jeez.
I don't think I've ever used this phone more than a few times to record anything. Hey, Dad. So, we're all here in New York at the motel. It's Queens, actually, in Astoria, near the NQ. Rebecca's off getting batteries for something. Sean's in his room doing whatever Sean does. And, you're out getting some food. Me? Well, I'm supposed to be getting ready to break into some offices in the financial district. Feels just like prepping for one of your old training drills, actually. 10 years go by, and then you show up, and it's like I was never gone, and we're right back to the ball busting and the conspiracies and the paranoia. this time, I believe you. I believe every word. You know, I don't even think you know the half of it. I don't think you know how much I've seen. How much I've learned in just a few weeks. Everything, really. I feel like I've lived 1,000 years, or 10,000 maybe. It's impossible to explain. But when you see that much of the world through the eyes of so many, you can't help but be sad. And to see all these incredible, intelligent people fight the same battles, make the same mistakes over and over again. Because culture and knowledge and history, these things, they aren't passed on through our genes. Every kid on Earth needs to relearn the basics. How to live, how to survive, how to stand up for what's right. So much is lost in the transfer. So much is added every generation. It's a shame. I mean, over and over, everything must be learned again. I met Clay, Dad. Clay Gesmerick, in the Animus. I knew him by his Abstergo handle, Subject 16, my predecessor. And he showed me things. He passed them to me just before he died, or got deleted or whatever. Everything he'd learned, everything he'd seen. God, how do I talk about this? So, guess you trained him, huh? After I left, he really looked up to you, and now that I've seen through his eyes, I think I understand why. I'm glad you had him around, even if I wasn't there. The things he showed me. Unbelievable things. And I never... Shit. Alright, I'll back in a second.
That was nice. Kind of. Oddly morbid, in a way. I want my globe puzzle. Bring that back. Damn it. Oh, I can use the D-pad for this? So much easier. You know what? We're just going to jump in right here. Let it carry us to the promised land. Jump in. Jump in. Jump in. You motherfucker. Alright. This is the worst game of Frogger I've played. Oh, wow. This is the worst game of Frogger I've played in a long time. Is it my fault? Absolutely. Am I going to accept it? No. Alright. Oh, ghost lights of some sort. Bermuda Triangle. Chicken Pizza. Easter Island. Lake Vostok. So much shit to learn. Someday I'll not do it, because listen, I'm in my 30s. I don't need to figure this shit out. I've got other things to do. I can't become an Assassin's Creed historian. If I really want to know, I'll just look it up. Alright? Alright. So, I don't know if that saves everything, but that should probably be it for me for now. Oh, I got messages? Shit. Uh-oh. Alright. We'll read the messages later. But yeah, that's going to be it for me. It's 10:15, and I have an hour drive in the morning to go do some dumb shit. So that will be it for me. I'll have to talk to you guys next time. Bye.